Whatever it is Shion's cooking or her immense strength, it has always been, what should I say, a bit unusual, but what is more unusual is her ultimate skill, which literally holds the power to break the laws of Tensura world. So let's start with how Shion got here. So Shion was one of the ogre who joined Tempest after Orc Lord destroyed their village. After joining Tempest, Rimuru gave her the name, Shion, evolving into Kijin. She later became the first secretary for Rimuru. Shion appears as a cool, professional beauty at first glance, but is actually very clumsy and simple-minded, and despite her calling herself Rimuru's first secretary, she has no actual secretarial skills and serves as no more than a bodyguard, leaving Shuna to assume the duties of her purported job in her stead. Being very emotional and hot-headed is another prominent trait of hers. Shion can also be very competitive, constantly challenging Shuna and her junior secretary, Diablo, for Rimuru's attention. So during the invasion of Tempest by Falmouth, Shion, who was weakened significantly, ended up dying protecting a child during the invasion. Rimuru, having his favorite secretary died, couldn't sit still, and decides to become a demon lord as it was only way to revive Shion. After Rimuru's evolution, Shion was successfully revived, and as one of the people who is connected to Rimuru, she also received an skill according to her desires, which being unique skill cook, and unique skill whose powers are comparable to an ultimate skill, and what makes it broken are its two sub-skills, certain outcome and optimal action. First allows the user to freely change the result of an action or the state of an object into their desired outcome, no matter how improbable, while the latter allows the user to determine the best course of action in a given situation by allowing them to see through the flow of their movements. It's an cheat-like skill which can break through almost any defenses. Raphael even states that unique skill cook has powers to literally hurt Rimuru, which was reason why Shion didn't awaken into a demon lord during Rewards and Awakening Festival, because Raphael thought that she could potentially harm Rimuru after the evolution. So during the battle against Dagruel, when Rimuru and Seal were absent, Shion was having tough time fighting Dagruel as she had already died multiple times during the battle, but even then Dagruel was completely unscratched. So in midst of a battle, Shion starts to awaken as there wasn't Seal to stop her. She successfully awakens into an divine fighter, evolving unique skill cook into an ultimate skill known as Susanoo Lord of Tyranny, with the essence of minus break, which allows the user to counter received energy with their own energy, neutralizing it and converting it into the user's own energy. Not only that, but the target's energy can be stolen and used with the user's own attacks, allowing the user to eventually defeat any enemy. However, since the user's energy reserves are limited, they cannot become infinitely strong. This skill was a combination of Shion's initial despair and subsequent wrath at the fate she thought her master had met, which allowed her to acquire Susanoo at last. So first of all, Susanoo still holds the power of certain outcome and optimal action, but they have been enhanced to their utmost limit. Plus it has the power of infinite regeneration, an ability which allows the user to regenerate infinitely as long as user has magicules. After the acquisition of Susanoo, Shion was finally able to break through Dagruel's defenses, although Dagruel was weakened because of time stop, but even so damaging Dagruel is an amazing achievement on its own, as Dagruel was a lifelong rival of Veldora,